Hello. Um, I just wanted to tell you about something remarkable that happened to me yesterday. Uh, I was playing two performances of my play that I played, so it's a historical play, and in between the performances there was a woman there, a woman from Somalia, and she didn't speak any Swedish. And she didn't have the background history to my play. So I very shortly described the background and what my play is about. And very shortly, I can tell you now that my play is about an event in Swedish history. In the 1600s, Sweden was almost like an empire. It was very big, and we had many war kings who had just conquered a lot of land, all of Estonia and parts of Poland and parts of what's today's Russia and a lot of things. They were parts of Sweden at that time, but in the beginning of the 1700s, Sweden started to lose that all that land for different reasons that I will not go into here. And in 1718, our king then decided that to kind of compensate for the loss of all of this land, he would take Norway from Denmark, because Norway belonged to Denmark at that time. So that was his plan. He was he sent two armies, one in the south, and he led that army himself. And then in the north, just where I live, about where I live, he sent another army with a general as its leader to take Trondheim, another big town in Norway. And all this campaign was supposed to take 6 weeks, and after that it would just be a piece of cake. It would be really easy, and after that Norway would be Swedish. That was the plan, but everything went wrong, and November 30th, 1718, the king got shot and killed in the southern parts of Norway. Not until a month later did the Northern Army get true reports on this. They had heard rumors about it, but just the true reports were just, yeah, they just got that a month later. And then they were ordered to walk back to Sweden over the mountains. And we are talking about, this was around the New Year's. It's really cold winters. And so when they left to go back to Sweden, up in the mountains, they were taken over by a snowstorm. A snowstorm that went on for 3 days. In 3 days, about 3,000 men froze to death. This is one of the worst disasters in Swedish history, actually, if we count on how many people were living here then. It was really disastrous. And after that, at least, probably at least 1,000 died from injuries they had acquired in this march over the mountains. That's the background story. And then my play it's a one-woman show. It's just me on stage for half an hour, and I play the wife who has been left behind. She's giving birth to a child. They already have two children since earlier, and she is being left behind. And this play is about what happens to a society when the men are away and when such a disaster happens, you know. So that's my play. And this Somali woman, she understood Swedish. She didn't speak Swedish, but she understood it. She was there watching my play. And afterwards, she came up to me with tears in her eyes, gave me a really sincere hug and said, "Thank you. You just told my story."